Hey folks, welcome back to another ESEA Consolidated application video. In this video, we're going to be going over the ESEA application development team page and the changes we've made for this year. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we're back on our ESEA Consolidated application, and we're going to go right into the ESEA application section, and specifically the ESEA application development team page. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. The page will load. And as you can see, we are on the test site today. So we're not affecting anything on live. And we're logged into Blue Hill via our good friend Dawn, who's graciously allowed us to use her district as the test on the recordings for the training here today. So on the ESEA application development team page, the top part should look very familiar as last year. We didn't do anything new on this one in particular. We still have administrators, parents, community members, program reps, teachers, and students as being optional, with the other 5 being required. If you have more than one parent or more than one administrator, you'd use the add a row feature simply by clicking that button. The page will refresh, and then you'll now have an additional row where you can put their name and their title. So if you had, say, your superintendent and assistant superintendent, you could both list those here. The next section is asked to describe how the above planning team members were selected. Please make sure that you provide additional detail as to, how parents were selected, how teachers were selected. If you have students on there, how were they chosen? Program representatives, did you include the IDEA coordinator? Did you include an ESOL teacher? Did you include whatever programs that you're looking to include here? I mean, just whoever you put on this team, you should let us know how were they chosen, not just, well, we put out a general, communication to the district staff and this is who responded. Or, I mean, so, tell us who, why they were selected, because of their role doing this, they were a very vital part of this process. I mean, business manager, for example, they're the ones having to help assist with the budget. And so knowing where those funds are coming from, where they're going to be put into, that's a very important process. So, we would like to know that kind of stuff. The next section, the planning meetings. So these should be the dates and purpose of the meetings in order to develop this application. The application shouldn't be developed in silos. So it shouldn't be the ESEA coordinator going off and completing this all on their own. We would hope that meetings would take place with the stakeholders to garner the information that's needed within this application. So you'd put the purpose of the meetings, and then you put the date of the meetings. The next section we changed around a little bit. So the public comment period is still the same as last year, but we did kind of move things around a little bit. So we started with, asking for the date of public comment. So the start date and end date. If your public comment period was at a school board meeting, then the start and end date would be the exact same. But if you put out, public comment, say on your website asking for feedback, it was up for 2 weeks, you'd give us the start and end date on that. And then what we did was we then asked you to describe the steps that you took in order to ensure that members of the public were given ample opportunity to provide that public comment on the use of these funds and how that impacted, decisions that were made in the application itself. So we switched around the narrative and the dates to make sure that, the narrative was more meaningful. It seemed that this was a better order, so we made the switch, and we're hoping to, garner some more details this year with this change. So that is it for the ESEA application development team page. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to your ESEA regional program manager, as we're always happy to help in any way that we can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.